Never trust a Tom or a James or a Jax or anyone in the Vanderpump Rules verse. We got a lot to talk about today, you guys. We're going to roast some fools up. So grab a beverage. Hopefully, you're wearing something comfy. Smash the like and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture. Joleen Lunzer here for another episode of No Offense, All Offense, where we take a look at pop culture news, our favorite reality TV shows, things we love to hate, things we hate to love. We roast it, we recap it, we react to it. Remember, everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Also, remember, I'm very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion. You are free to sound off in the live chat or the comment section and have your own opinion, and we can just respectfully agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
Happy Monday, you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. We will be doing, Nana will be joining me tomorrow. We're going to be back at our normal time, 11:30 Pacific. And then later in the afternoon tomorrow, Nana and I will be doing a very special Night Pants with Nana, where we'll be talking about pop culture, amongst other things, and having a good laugh. And we're going to do that tomorrow afternoon. I think we'll do it. I got mascara all over my fingers. We're probably going to do it around 3 Pacific. So that'll be available for those of you who are YouTube members or Patreon supporters. There's 2 tiers on Patreon, and then all of my members here on YouTube. And Nana and I will tell you about our Hollywood party that we went to, our annual party where Nana is just the belle of the ball. So a lot of fun tomorrow. Sorry we couldn't fit it in today. And also there'll be a video coming out where I do Nana's makeup. We got more product from Laura Geller coming at you. So we got a lot of fun things to look forward to. And I'm so happy that you guys are here. Please hit that like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel further, you can do what Evelyn did here and gift your fellow Lean teamer a membership. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Gifted 5 memberships to my channel. So 5 people who wouldn't be able to before will be able to watch me and Nana tomorrow, and also all of the exclusive and bonus content that is available for YouTube members. So thank you, Evelyn, and congratulations to those of you who got a membership. And if you don't want a membership, or you have a membership and you want to support the channel further, you can always send a super chat while we're live. A super thanks after the video post is also an option. Or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. None of that. You don't have to do any of that. But if you want to, it is very much appreciated. Okay. So we have so much to talk about. I woke up to Tom saying, well, last night, if you follow me on my Instagram, No Offense, All Offense, I posted a story that Tom Sandoval's girlfriend, Victoria Lee Robinson, posted a very well, actually it wasn't cryptic. It was not cryptic. It was very clear. She posted a very clear story about Tom. And it looked like, oh shit, Victoria learned what we all knew she would one day learn. So here's what Victoria, you guys, put in her story last night. All right. And this was probably after midnight Pacific time. So drunk people time. Normally on a Sunday, most of us usually aren't Tom Sandoval, Victoria Lee Robinson wasted, allegedly. Okay. Because we got to get up for work the next day. You got kids, responsibilities, things going on. But these two, we know they like to party. We likes to party. Okay. So Victoria posted this. She said, wow, you guys were right. Tiger never changes his stripes. He loves the best friends, apparently. I feel like a fool. Completely heartbroken. I love that Vicky, can I just tell you, I love you. I love Victoria Lee Robinson. I love that she is, every chance she gets, really destroying Tom Sandoval's life. Okay. No offense, all offense. But I love this for Tom. I love that Tom is with a woman who might just wreck it Ralph. Like he has wrecked it Ralph on all of the women that he's ever been with. I love that we have a woman who is willing to do a late night story on Instagram to call his ass out. Okay. And it is so freaking fantastic. Okay. Right. It's so weird. It's so weird because they're both, well, Victoria, I think, is in her mid to late 30s. Tom is, 67. Okay. So Tom is almost Nana's age. Nana would never. All right. So this story hits. And I posted up on my No Offense, All Offense Instagram. If you're not already following, feel free to give it a follow. Also at Joleen Lunzer. And then this morning I wake up and she posts this. We have a new story coming out. So she deletes that story. So I'm so glad I caught it last night. Just happened to be awake, just doing responsible things like taking care of dogs, cleaning up a little TT accident from Dave Dog. Shout out to Dave Dog. And she says, I would like to sincerely apologize for my previous post. I had true misjudgment in a situation. Tom did not do anything. From my own personal trauma and experiences, hearing false accusations about him all the time clouded my judgment and got the best of me. Please respect him. No, Vicky, we'll never respect him. Please respect him and know he's actually been the most supportive partner. Sorry. Oh God, that was a hard one. He's been the most supportive partner. The internet can be harsh. Tom can be harsh. Okay, not the internet, babe. Not the internet, babes. The internet can be harsh sometimes. And I'm learning how to block out the noise. Girl, don't let this mother trucker gaslight you and make you think you're crazy. Call his ass out.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Victoria, don't let him do this to you. All right? He's a liar.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Yeah. In the checks and balances, Victoria, it's important that liars not make complete. Victoria is Tom's karma. I love it, Mystic Panda. Yes. Vicky, keep coming for him. Janine says Victoria's embarrassing herself. Or I like to just think maybe Vicky has been sent here by the karmic gods. Okay. Just like Panda just said, just like Mystic Panda said. And she's playing a role she was born to play. And that is to just drag Tom Sandoval. All right. Maybe she knows all along. Okay. Because let's be honest, Victoria Lee Robinson is beautiful, way too beautiful for Tom Sandoval. All right. As far as a person, I don't know her. She could be just as awful as him. I'm not really sure. But she could do better. Okay. Anybody could do better. The garbage could do better than Tom Sandoval. So maybe, just maybe, she was sent here by all the karmic gods of all the women who have been lied on and by cyst, like Tom Sandoval says, cyst males. And she is going to Wreck-It Ralph on Tom's life. Okay. So it doesn't stop here, you guys. You might think, oh my God, this is embarrassing. It doesn't stop here. Tom Sandoval last night, while all this was going down, after Vicky posted in her stories about how, you guys were right. I'm heartbroken. A tiger doesn't change its stripes. It's over. I'm going back to Leonardo DiCaprio. Tom Sandoval started going live. Oh my God, you guys, there's so much on his Instagram. 72-year-old Tom Sandoval started doing Instagram lives. He did 3. Okay. And they kept getting interrupted because Victoria was trying to call him, I believe, to stop him. So he's like, Victoria's trying to call me right now. I'm on the line. And he was trying to kind of give his side of the story and how he's had such a rough weekend. And he was in Chicago and he was doing his trivia. Because remember, Ariana's on Broadway. Ariana's the new host of Love Island. Okay. Ariana just headlined the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the one that Lala said, oh my God, I like never have watched that. I've like never heard. What is the Macy's Day Thanksgiving? What is that parade? Ariana continues to be booked and busy. She's got a deal with DSW. I think she's in an upcoming movie. Like so many things. Meanwhile, since Vanderpump Rules has been, the OG cast was let go and they're going to revamp it with a new cast next year. Tom Sandoval, every time I say this, is doing Vanderpump Rules trivia at bars and venues near you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just, it's like, it's, you know, the producers might have failed us and not given us what we wanted to see. The you know, taking Tom Sandoval to task, the karma we wanted to see come upon Tom Sandoval, but the world did. So he's doing VPR trivia, not even his karaoke band, you guys, VPR trivia. While everyone, Lala's doing more than that. Sheena's doing more than that. They at least have podcasts where they can like make money. Damn, probably even Schwartz is doing more than that. Even Lala's on Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? And there's Tom at a local pub near you going, who was the asshole who cheated on his girlfriend while she was mourning her grandmother and their dead dog? That's him. That's what he's doing. Okay. So he went live to be like, I was in Chicago and me and Vicky were, you guys, we were at the trivia and then we were going to go see Bush. And Vicky said that Bush music changed her life. Okay, so so he deleted, obviously, the lives. But guess who's got the lives? This girl, all right? The internet saves shit, Tom. I know you don't understand how it works because you're 82 years old, and that's okay. But I have 82-year-olds in this chat who understand how it works. So really, you can't use your age, all right? It's brain. It's not age. It's up here, Tommy. Pamela, thank you for the first super chat of the live. Pamela says, did you see the morning Sig and Coors post from Tom Sandoval? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So late in his night, when it was morning for the rest of us, Tom Sandoval went live, and I have all three of them, and I edited them together ever so nicely for your entertainment pleasure, you guys. So let's roast and recap Tom Sandoval during his multiple lives where he was interrupted and never really got to the point, but there was still quite the comedy in it. Okay. So give me a thumbs up in the chat as soon as you can hear the audio. He starts in his car. Remember, this man is like regularly getting AARP magazine sent to him. And he is on a early Monday morning, clearly, allegedly, obviously. What do I know? Everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. But allegedly, and who knows? We don't know. What do we know? It's jokes. What do we know? We don't know nothing. Awake and in his car, and it's almost like he wants to send a message to Victoria because I think they recently moved in. And then he is in his car, walks back into the house that he shared with Ariana. Doesn't he got to move out by now? Let's go, Tom. Come on. So I think he wanted Vicky to know, oh, I'm back at my OG house. Okay, yeah. So it starts off kind of quiet, but the minute you guys hear audio, give me a thumbs up, pretty please. Yeah, it might be snowing, Care Bear. It might be snowing where he is. We don't know. Maybe he's in Pasadena. We don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Just emo sitting in his car. Black tee, white tee underneath, black hat.
How we doing?
How we doing?
What's up, guys?
Thank you, guys. What's up, guys? What's up with you, dude? We're trying to sleep.
What's up, Sweden?
And then he gives shout outs to locations. And why does he lick his lips
What's
so
up,
much?
Ireland?
He's like,
How we doing?
better than you. This guy, he does agree. And he keeps muting himself throughout because I think Victoria's trying to call him. And he doesn't understand technology. It's just so sad.
Victoria's calling me. She definitely made a big mistake earlier. What's up, everyone? How we doing?
Hello. Talk.
How's it going? Sorry, my hat's a little crooked.
So far, we're 1:55. We're almost 2 minutes in. He's like, he won't stop licking his lips. The eyes are like, and he's like, sorry, my hat's low. No one cares about your hat, sir. Nobody cares about your hat. We want to know why. We want you to tell us about the Uber driving. Maybe you're doing as a side hustle. Just get to the point. Okay. Yeah, Dawn, great point. In other countries, this is their normal hours. But for him, you should be cheapy. It is very important as we get older, Tom. As a 44-year-old woman myself, we have to get our rest. Okay. You got to get your rest. Okay. You gotta move somewhere where it's not snowing. You got to get together, sir. You got to pay your mom back, Tom. So he's here and he's just shouting out, sup, Sweden? Sup, Norway? Sup, Ireland? Sup? Yeah. Sir, we know something's going on. Your girlfriend just posted a story. So he was about to say something like, Victoria really messed up. She really did. And then Victoria called and then he had to start a new live. So that's why the transition here. And as you can see, he's out in the backyard, it appears, of the house he shared with Ariana. Like, grow up. This ain't your house no more. Aren't they supposed to be selling this shit? No one's going to buy the house with this bad vibes in it. He's like the ghost. He's like the haunting you don't want in the house. How are they going to sell it? They're like, this weird middle-aged man keeps walking in, high as a kite, allegedly. We don't know anything. You know, what do we know? Just jokes. Okay. Getting in fights with his girlfriend, going on Instagram Live and smoking Marlboros. All right. He's bringing down the value of the house. So this ain't Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay. This is Casper the Midlife Crisis. It's not good. Then he muted himself. He keeps muting himself. He doesn't realize it. Or Victoria keeps calling. This is really weird watching the downfall of Tom Sandoval.
What's up, Arizona?
Not Arizona. Leave them alone. They have enough problems.
You guys, I gotta tell you, it's been a rough weekend.
How's it gonna be a rough week when you ain't even got a job? You're squatting in the house. You don't got a job. You know, just living the life, living la vida cocaña. You know, living la vida Adderall. How you gonna have rough? People have rough weekends, Tom. People have real rough weekends. Not, I'm fighting with my girlfriend like we're in middle school. It's like, been a rough weekend.
How's 40s treating me?
I wish when I get these lives from the app I use, they would show the comments. Because I love that someone put that, because you know they're doing it on purpose to troll his ass because he doesn't want to admit he's in his 40s. But hello, 40s and proud. Somewhat, okay. You know, he's like, how's 40s treating me? Clearly I'm in my 30s, maybe 29. It's like, oh my God. One more time. Whoever left that, if you just happen to be in this chat, please let me know. Or please out yourself, because I would like to just praise you. I'd like to praise you like I should.
You guys, I gotta tell you, it's been a
rough weekend.
It's been a rough weekend.
Thank you, Paula. Good to see you, my friend.
How's 40s treating me? Okay.
Not good.
40s
Not
are treating
well.
me okay.
Not well, bitch.
You can't hear me?
No one can hear you.
What's up, New Jersey?
It's like my dad, Papa, could figure this out before he could. Okay? Shout out to Papa, is going to be 71 in March. And Papa would understand that. You can't hear me? No, we can hear you. Unfortunately, we can hear you. Thank you, Bubco, for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome.
Z?
Say something.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened, bro?
Florida, what's wrong?
Florida, what's wrong?
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Wait a minute. Do I see a little booger sugar in the what's it? It's got a little boogie in there. You get it there. Let's see.
What happened?
What's in the nose, Tom? What's up
Florida,
there?
what's wrong?
Do I see a little? What's going on, Tom? Is that a septum? Or is that a snowstorm? See? You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? My left, his right. Maybe a little something. Need a little Kleenex. Got a little boogie. Got a little cold.
I don't smoke cigarettes often anymore. Had a fucking hell of a week. Went to Chicago with Victoria. Marlboro X? Yeah, I know. Victoria posted that story.
I don't smoke cigarettes often. You lie. Use a hoe. Use a lie. Sir, we know you smoke cigarettes. We know you smoke the cig. Why do you lie about the littlest things? No one cares if you, the least of your problems is COPD right now. Okay, that is the least of your problems. I love how he's just like, I don't smoke cigarettes often anymore. I only do it while I'm live and also all the time. We don't care. We don't care.
Had a fucking hell of a week.
Hell of a week. Hell of a week.
Went to Chicago with Victoria.
Or Chicago. They don't
Marlboro
deserve it.
X? Yeah, I know. Victoria posted that story. So here's what happened.
Oh my God.
Went to Chicago to do this.
Trivia night.
I went to Chicago to do this,
Trivia.
you know,
You're doing
to
trivia.
do my,
Trivia?
sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot.
He can't even bring himself to say, you're doing trivia. That is gigs I should be taking. At the level I'm at, I should be getting like, dude, I got a VPR trivia gig. Awesome, bro. It's going to open me up to a whole new audience. Not when you're on Bravo and you've been on a hit television show for 11, 12 years. Should you be doing trivia in bars? That's what losers like me do. Not you. You're supposed to have, you have a bigger platform. He can't even remember. He's like, do my, you want to say, music show, my concert. Okay. But no one's getting tickets to the karaoke band. So he can't even remember. He can't even bring himself to say it. That's when you know you've hit a new low. When you can't bring yourself to say what it is you do. I get it. Trivia. Not that hard to remember.
Went to Chicago to do this. I went to Chicago to do this, you know, to do my, sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Better drink. Mind you, it's like probably like 3 a.m. his time, maybe 4. Who knows? Now he muted himself again. And he doesn't even realize that he's talking. Hey guys, what's up, Sweden? What's up, Austria? What's up, Kosovo? You guys want to? Now he's showing us his eardrum. He thinks maybe he can hear himself. He found it, but now he turned the camera off. So he found the sound by putting his ear up to the camera. That's like me going, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What? That doesn't make any noise, sense or noise. Now he's contemplating life and trivia. Still muted. You're still muted, Tom. Tom, you're muted. You're muted. He's on dial-up AOL. He loves the 90s so much. Poor guy. You're muted. Dad, Grandpa. Unmute, Grandpa. No, it's not gonna. No, you can't put it up to your. No, your eardrum doesn't trigger this. That's not where it is. It's on the phone. You can't hear. You can't hear yourself. Okay. Thank God.
Can you guys hear me?
Maybe he could go to one of those. You know how they. I see them online where they help the elderly. No shade to the elderly at all, because, like I said, there are people who are older than Tom in the chat. Watch YouTube, navigate beautifully, but maybe he could go to one where someone can help him with like this. Here is how you put your phone on mute. He's that guy in the movies like, I don't know how to mute. They're like, put your fucking phone on mute. I don't want to turn it off. Here is how you put it on mute. You know, just like the basics of his phone. And again, licking the lips. Licking the lips. Diana Jenkins style. Oh my God. Talk, Tom. You gotta talk. You're on a live stream. What is going on in the background? Is his house built on a freeway? Why is it so loud? Didn't they pay millions for this thing? What's going on here? Did he like rent out the backyard with a race car track? Do you guys? That's very noisy, Tom.
Can you guys hear me?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
Okay, so I went to Chicago to do the trivia night.
Trivia, very good.
Me and Victoria went there. And we
Uh-huh.
went there also, like, we had tickets to Bush and
Poor
Twisted
Gavin.
Christmas, you know.
What's Twisted Christmas? First of all, how dare you? I went to Bush last year, you know? How dare you? I know Gavin's a cheater too, but like, we're just going to move on from that right now. But how dare you? How dare you taint my glycerine? How dare you taint my 16 stone? Okay, you don't know, you don't get it. They didn't make that music for you. You and your girlfriend off living your Limp Bizkit life. You can have Limp Bizkit, but you can't have Bush. That's mine. That's mine. I went to Bush. Okay. And now we are over 5 minutes in, and this dude has barely been able to get out a sentence. But Ariana's the lazy one.
Okay, so I went to Chicago to do the trivia night.
The Bush.
Me and Victoria went there. And we went there also, like, we had tickets to Bush.
We don't know Simone.
And Twisted Christmas, you know.
Glycerine. Glycerine. Don't let
Get to it, dude.
Your own fans in your live are roasting your ass up. I love whoever is in his live. So someone just said, "Get to it, dude," and he read it. Get to it, dude, and then chugs a Coors Light. You guys, seriously, whoever was in his live, please come to my lives. Okay, I love you. I want to praise you. I want to gift you a membership somehow.
So, like, we had tickets to Bush.
And
Twisted Christmas, you know.
I don't know what that is.
Get to it, dude. So,
let's go today, Junior. Big senior
so we went there, and me and Victoria had like awesome time. Awesome time. And
looks like it.
It's so hard to like say this, but
what?
We went to the Bush concert that got like transferred over to the Vic, and I like busted my ass to make sure that she like was noticed, and she's holding up a sign like saying like, you know, your music saved my life, all this stuff. And
what? What? All right. We gotta dissect that. So we went to the Vic and I busted my ass, and we had the sign, and I made sure Victoria got noticed. I'm pretty sure she gets noticed. I mean, she's very attractive. But we don't need you, Tom. Again, taking credit. Again, whatever you think about Victoria Lee Robinson and what's going on, her dating him, we can all be honest. That's a very beautiful woman. She doesn't, I'm sure Gavin was like, I'll see you backstage. That's what happened, you guys. She went backstage with Gavin. Oh my God. That would be best case scenario. She cheated on him right in front of him with Gavin Rosdale. He was like, come in the back, love. Yes, come in the... Okay, I don't know why he just became Brock, but with an English accent. He was like, hello, love. Want to come in the back? I'll sing Glycerine while I go down on you. And she was like, okay, let's do it. If that happened, Victoria, you're my hero. Please say that happened. She was like, you're not talking to me. You just want to hang out with your friends. You just want to text with Billy Lee, even though you guys aren't friends anymore, allegedly. I'm going to go have sex with Gavin Rosdale. And you should. And you should. So she's holding a sign, first of all, that says, your music changed my life. No. Gavin's music, I mean, it could bring you to a like sexual realization, you know? Yeah. But change your life? Yeah, I think it changed her orgasms. All right. Okay. One more time. Let's hear Tom be the hero of his own shitty story that he can barely tell.
It's so hard to like say this.
So hard to say it.
We went to the Bush concert that got like transferred over to the Vic, and I like busted my ass to make sure that she like was noticed, and she's holding up a sign like saying like, you know, Your music saved my life, all this stuff. And I
Oh my God. Spit it out.
You can hear me?
Yes, Grandpa, we can hear you.
I know, right?
Jesus.
I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore normally.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Mom's gonna kill me.
Pay your mom, Tom. Pay your mom.
So
Pay your mom.
yeah, I filmed her. She's holding this up like the whole time. Like it got transferred to the Vic because I guess Bush didn't sell enough tickets, so they transferred it to the Vic. And I got us like backstage. It was a whole fucking issue getting us backstage. And
He muted it again. Victoria's calling. You can see it on his face. She's like, you better not tell this damn story about how Gavin went down on me while singing Glycerine. You better not tell this story. And again, he puts it up to his ear. That doesn't help the sound, Tom. Your eardrum doesn't trigger the mute button. Licking lips. And then that's it. And that's it. That's it. This
holding this
the
up.
last of it.
Awesome.
They had an awesome time. We had an awesome time. So that's all we get, guys. That's all we get.
Time.
Awesome
time. Awesome.
And it's just so hard to like say this, but we went to the Bush concert that got like transferred over to the Vic, and I like busted my ass to make sure that she like was noticed.
Again,
and she's
she's a
holding up
model.
sign like saying like, you know,
She'll be noticed, Tom.
your music saved my life, all this stuff.
Saved me from sex with Tom for the rest of my life. What, Tom? What, Tom?
You can hear me?
Yes, Grandpa. Yes.
I know, right?
Father
I don't even
time.
smoke cigarettes anymore normally.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
As he puffs a
Mom's gonna
cigarette.
kill me.
Pay your mom back, Tom.
So yeah, I filmed her. She's holding this up like the whole time. Like it got transferred to the Vic because I guess Bush didn't sell enough tickets, so they transferred it to the Vic.
First of all, how dare you? How dare you? You don't sell enough tickets, okay? You leave Bush alone. All right. Gavin might be a dirty cheater too, but at least he's attractive and talented. And Gwen, you know, Stefani is attractive and talented, and she moved on with Blake Shelton. Okay. But he might be a dirty dog, but he's an attractive, talented, dirty dog, which is different than you. But how dare you throw him? They weren't able to. How do you know this? How do you know this? And who cares if you filmed your model girlfriend holding a sign? I'm pretty sure, like I said, the band would recognize the model.
Vic. And I got us like backstage.
So
It was a whole fucking issue getting us backstage. And
probably because they didn't want you backstage. They're like, who? Gavin's like, hello, love. She can come backstage. Yes, I'll go downtown Julie Brown on her while I'm singing Machine Head. I'll be like a machine down there. Okay. But who's this? Who's this guy? Loser? Douche? No, not him. No, he can't come back yet. And he's like, come on, for my girlfriend. So I think that was the issue. They didn't want him backstage. And then, you know, Victoria got Downtown Julie Brown by Gavin Rossdale, which shout out, girl, shout out.
backstage. It's fucking.
Yeah, that's why you have to make
whole
your own
fucking
story.
issue getting us
He's a liar.
backstage.
animatronics, exactly.
And
Victoria's calling. She's like, you better not. You better not. My buddy, my choice. I choose Gavin every time. He's like, oh, shit. Okay, let me put it to my ear. Hello? I'm on live. I don't have any sound. Can you guys hear me? Can you see my eardrum? No? Lick my lips. Hello? Mom? His mom called. And she was like, Tom, if you told me that you were having a hard time, okay, but you're up late, your eyes are bugged out like this, those pupils don't lie, sir. All right, you pay me my money back. Tom, I saw you're singing with your band. It's not good, Tom. Mama loves you. Mama believes in you, but not that much. So that's where we're at right now with Tom and Vicky. So now, like I said earlier, Victoria went and put out, after she put out the original statement, she then Tom must have been like, I'm going to tell the world that that you cheated on me with Gavin, which, hello, girl, we would only cheer for you if that happened. Okay. It's very difficult, Liz, to listen to the knobhead. That's when she put out, like I said, she'd like to sincerely apologize for her previous post. She had a true misjudgment. Girl, you didn't. You had what's called an awakening. Okay. It's that spark that you get where you got to listen to those things. They're called red flags, and you got to go with them. But I do think Victoria was sent here. All right. She's AI. Okay. And she was sent here to ruin Tom Sandoval's life. And I'm here for it. I mean, he can ruin his life on his own doing trivia, but looks like they're back together. But we're going to keep an eye on it because, this is a rocky road and not delicious like the ice cream, but it is rocky, hard times going on. Rocky, bang, bang. Rachel Raquel. Even Rachel Raquel is doing better than this dude. Even she's able to keep it under wraps. At this point, Tom Sandoval's best match is AI Victoria Lee Robinson, ruining his life, or Joe. Tom Schwartz's current possible stalker, Joe, who also, you guys, went live over the weekend, late last week. I have that live too. It is... We'll take a look at it, and made some allegations that she too was asked to be on the Valley and she turned the Valley down, among other things that she said. But she said she turned down an offer to be on the Valley.
You're lying. No, I'm not lying.
Yes, Kim. That's a lie. And multiple people in the Bravoverse, including the little guy who's friends with Brittany Cartwright, who's on the Valley. I forget his name, but you know the guy. Kristen's bestie. What's his name? Not Brad, because Brad's Ariana's bestie, and he's great. The other little guy that I struggle to like, but you know who I'm talking about. He said that didn't happen. Okay, the lie detector determined that was a lie. Joe said she turned down the Valley. All right. And she went live, and it was a whole thing. And I just, I'm going to upload her live right now so we can take a look at that. I told you, when I told you guys we got a lot. Okay. As soon as that one's done, we'll go to James Kennedy next. But I do think at this point, Joe My Gosh and Tom Sandoval would probably be the perfect pairing of delusion. Zach, thank you. Zach said, okay. So we got to get into James Kennedy. Okay. Last we spoke, you guys, the DV situation, the alleged DV situation had just occurred. All right. They were at Kathy Hilton's Christmas party. They went back to their Burbank home. There was something that happened there where a neighbor called the Popo allegedly, and the Popo showed up and they arrested James Kennedy on suspicion of misdemeanor DV. At the time when the story broke, both James and Allie were claiming that this was a misunderstanding. This isn't true. Since then, a lot has changed. So we're going to try to keep up with all the things that have changed. So trigger warning, it's gotten a lot worse for Mr. James Kennedy now that I believe, police report and such has been released. And okay, so let's get right into this, you guys. According to TMZ and other outlets, let me just get rid of that there. VPR star James Kennedy lifted and threw girlfriend to the ground, according to the arrest documents. So they're saying that he lifted Allie and threw her on the ground. So James Kennedy's alleged altercation with a woman leading to his domestic violence arrest might be much more physical than originally thought, TMZ has learned. According to Burbank Police Daily Arrest Log, an officer made contact with the Vanderpump Rules star and the woman inside a residence Tuesday night. In the log entry for Kennedy's case, it says the woman stated her boyfriend picked her up and threw her to the ground. As we reported, Kennedy was arrested for misdemeanor DV upon spouse/cohabitant. It's just bad. Law enforcement sources previously told TMZ Kennedy had gotten into an argument with the woman, whose name has not been released, and grabbed her at one point. We're told officers were summoned to the residence, but they did not see visible injuries on the woman, but they arrested James anyways. As we reported, he was busted Tuesday evening after attending, like we said, Kathy Hilton's holiday party with Allie Luber, his girlfriend, who was also on Vanderpump Rules with him. Kennedy's attorney, Scott Lehman, told us, we understand that there were no injuries, and we're hoping that after careful review, the city's attorney will decide not to file formal charges. We've reached out to Lemon, and so they haven't heard any word back on that. So far worse than originally reported. Okay. And that is now because the arrest log has been released, or they were able to get a hold of it. James Kennedy was seen for the first time since his domestic DV, I will say, because YouTube gets weird about that. Since his DV incident, he was photographed. And let me show you here. And this is according to page 6. Got the first little glimpse of him since his arrest. Let me add it to the screen here. And I might have too many things open there. Let me close that. All right. So although the Vanderpump Rules alum has not been seen since Tuesday, he was briefly spotted grabbing an Uber Eats delivery outside his and girlfriend Allie Luber's shared house in Burbank on Thursday. Kennedy appeared stoic, but quickly grabbed the bag before returning inside. So they snapped these pictures of him at the house where the alleged incident occurred. And I love how they're just describing what he wears. Like, we need to know, we don't. Meanwhile, Luber, his girlfriend, 28, was photographed chatting with a friend and appeared to be in good spirits outside their shared home. She also co-hosted, we talked about that last week, an event with the fashion brand that she works with, Windsor, in Los Angeles. But Kennedy was not present during that night out. So they're just showing us pictures here. And then you see Allie, all thoughts and good vibes to Allie. They captured photos of her, which I wish they wouldn't do that at this point. An eyewitness told officers that Kennedy reportedly tried to grab a woman during the argument, according to TMZ. The officers later reported that they did not see any injuries, like we talked about. And Kennedy returned to his house after he was released on a $20,000 bail that he paid. So just hours before, they were seen at Kathy Hilton's. We talked about Nick Viall on his podcast. He had said that he saw them there, and that James was seen kind of what I would describe as berating a friend and being like, hold my drink. And it seemed as though this was the Nick Viall episode that he had Michael Rappaport on. We talked about it last week, and it was an awful episode. I didn't watch the part where Fortune Feimster comes in, so that was probably better. But Michael Rappaport just had the worst takes, as he does. It seemed like Viall was trying to say something about James, but instead Michael Rappaport went with it like, yeah, I love that dude. I love that freaking dude. That dude, the bad dude. I love that dude. That dude, so good. That dude, the dude. And then Nick Viall kind of went with that. Like, oh, yeah. It's great how he just like yells at his friends and was just like running around. And there were reports that he was seen running around to the bar back and forth and just definitely, most likely, maybe not sober. Okay. they were saying, like it says here, there was a source said that he sped across the carpet like he was trying to avoid everyone. The vibes were weird at Kathy Hilton's party, according to some people. Another eyewitness told Us Weekly that Kennedy was acting erratic, that he looked mad. And we know from watching James Kennedy for all these years, there's definitely anger issues there, while one of his friends was chasing him. That's weird. The couple attended the holiday party together just hours before the arrest. Meanwhile, they bring it up here. Bachelor alum Nick Viall attended the same party and told his Viall Files podcast listeners that Kennedy was barking orders at one of his friends, which is, always a sign of just the great guy, love that guy. I'm like a report, like he's the good guy, love that guy so good. He's the goodest guy ever gooded. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? Why are we asking Michael Rappaport about Bravo stuff again? Why is this man getting involved in women's business? Okay. Granted, some men can, but not that one. Okay. Not that one. He's had too many bad takes now to still get paid and promoted for talking about Bravo. It makes no sense. Okay. Let's say his friend's name is Sam, and James goes, Sam, hold this now. And his friend just grabbed the drink, and James kept walking. And I was like, that was insane, Viall claimed. He also said, I'm the only one who saw this. I was like 10 minutes earlier, I met this guy who he introduced as his best friend. And then 10 minutes later, he's barking orders at him. I don't know about you, but if I would, bark orders to my friends like that, they would be like, bitch, what's wrong with you? That is not what we do. That is not right. Seraphis, poor Sam, whoever he is, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Poor guy. Don't let your friends, okay? Don't let your James grow up to be barking orders at their friends. Okay. So obviously the news coming out about him allegedly throwing, who we believe to be Allie to the ground, and in this DV incident has been just horrible. And then TMZ reported today that they have pictures of Allie, of him helping Allie move stuff out of their shared home. So it looks like maybe allegedly Allie might be getting out. And I really hope this is true for her. So as you can see, all these damn ads, TMZ, call me your boner. Don't you guys make enough money over there? I mean, I don't want to count your bag, but seriously. So Vanderpump Rules, James Kennedy moves girlfriend's belongings to car, spending time. Okay, so they're just spending time apart right now. So you can see, there goes that's a litter box. I know a litter box when I see a litter box. That's a covered litter box he's moving because, Allie's got her cat or cats. And so apparently James Kennedy was spotting helping his longtime girlfriend, Allie Luber, load her personal items into her car just days after his arrest on misdemeanor DV. Now TMZ has learned the couple is currently spending time apart. In photos taken yesterday, outside their San Fernando Valley home, James appeared somber as he helped Allie carry a laundry hamper, suitcase, and other belongings to her car. Oh, sweet Allie. Sources close to the couple tell TMZ, despite the recent situation, James and Allie are still together romantically. Oh. As of now, Allie, however, has temporarily relocated to an Airbnb nearby where she plans to stay with her family. Thank God. Mom and dad, brother, sister, whatever we got. Just a cocoon of love around her, okay? Who recently arrived in town to support her. As you can see here, pictured with Hippie, formerly Rachel Raquel, and James' dog. I forget what the dog's name was when it was their dog, but now Hippie and her and James. We're told Allie's still processing the situation like anyone would. It's a very difficult situation. No one should have to go through this, and hasn't made any long-term decisions about the relationship. For now, she's leaning on her family. Thank goodness they're there for support as she navigates the holidays and decides the next steps. Our sources say Allie plans to spend the upcoming holiday back in Ohio. Yes, girl, get home. Get her to the Greek. Get her home to Ohio with her family. Whether James will join remains uncertain. Allie dad, Allie mom, don't let him in that house. Do not let a man who allegedly threw your daughter to the ground in the house. Please, dear Lord, Allie's parents, do not let that man in your house. Okay? If anything, you throw him down to the ground now, okay? We don't advocate for violence except for when we advocate for violence. TMZ says we broke the story. James was arrested last week. We know this following an argument with an unnamed woman. According to the Burbank Police Department's arrest log, the woman claimed her boyfriend picked her up and threw her to the ground. James' legal team, though, through a statement, expressed optimism that the city won't pursue charges. And this is going to be okay. So they said the attorney won't. They're optimistic. The attorney won't. The city attorney of Burbank will not pursue charges. Meanwhile, over the weekend, Allie has reassured fans she's doing okay, but requested privacy during this time, which I think, yes, totally. So this will really be a turning point for James and his recovery. It is very important as a fellow, now this is just my opinion. This doesn't mean it's the word of God or the word of all sober people, but as a recovering alcoholic myself, someone who has been sober since, April 1st, 2012, it is very, 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 very important to have consequences. It's very important to not be enabled. I think that charges would be a good thing, obviously, at this point. And for someone who clearly we watched James struggle in his recovery and obviously struggle through his anger management, whatever's going on here, without consequences, these patterns tend to repeat. Not saying they can't repeat, even if there are consequences, but there's a better chance when you're not being enabled and when people aren't protecting you from yourself, that change can happen. If you're comfy and there is no consequences, people tend to fall back into the same thing they're always doing. That's true for addiction. I don't know if it's true for like violence, DV situations, but I think that this would be horrible, not good for James at all if he was able to kind of get away with this. Granted, it is misdemeanor, which is crazy because you would think throwing a person to the ground, but maybe since they didn't, I don't know the law or how it works. That's like an Emily D. Baker thing, which I'm sure she would, I'm sure she has covered this. Maybe if there was some kind of physical evidence that could turn into a felony, I don't know. But at this point, James needs consequences. Okay. The situation he's in is very dire. He is hurting other people. We have a history of women coming forward saying that he has been abusive to them. Whether you like those women or not, that doesn't matter. The fact remains there is a pattern of women who have claimed this. We have seen his behavior on the show and we can't ignore it. And he doesn't need to be protected by Mommy Lisa. Okay. He doesn't need to be protected by anybody at this time. He's a grown man and he needs to face his damn consequences. And I hope that he does, because I think within that, change can hopefully happen. But if you're just always protected and everyone's like, oh, he's just trying his hardest, we'll try harder. Okay. At this point, it's too serious. It's beyond he had a couple too many cocktails. Okay. Yes. Lucy said, let's see Lisa try to defend him. Now, speaking of that, Bravo Boo put out something this week, and shout out to the Bravo Boo on Instagram about this situation, because Kristen has been screaming this from the rooftops. She wrote about it in her book, the situation with James. And we know that Kristen always faced far more consequences on that show than any of the men. So her bad behavior, she always faced consequences. Their bad behavior gets pushed under the rug and they get good edits. And then Mama Lisa and Alex Baskin-Robbins and Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog, the producers, they come in and clean it up. It seems like for the guys, whether it be the Toms or James Kennedy. So according to the Bravo Boo, they posted something that says, okay, so I'm not pretending to have a mole inside Bravo, but my sister went to USC. And this was originally by, I don't know who they're, Bravo for the Rest of Us. Oh, I followed them too. So follow Bravo for the Rest of Us and the Bravo Boo on Instagram. So Bravo for the Rest of Us originally posted, okay, so I'm not pretending to have a mole inside Bravo, but my sister went to USC. And had a close friend, gay male, who I became friendly with when he got an internship at Bravo LA headquarters back in 2010 or so. We lost touch until I was watching season 5 or 6 and saw him in the background at Sir. Ever since, when I'd see him at weddings or during the Covina quarantine, we'd do virtual gossip sessions. He'd give me some scoop as he worked at Bravo from 2009 to 2023. James allegedly got physical with Kristen on more than one occasion, and Sheena's wedding first time, was specifically edited to show Kristen punching James. That honestly, that would not freaking surprise me that they would do that. That would not, sadly, that would not surprise me. So this person's claiming that it was specifically, allegedly, obviously, edited to show Kristen punching James, but that was at best retaliation, self-defense, allegedly. Number 2, when Raquel had the nose job that James bumped when he kissed her. I never bought that. That was weird. That was so weird. Bumped when he kissed her. Lisa allegedly suggested she go to her plastic surgeon friend, which she did. And they filmed it. And we saw that she went to Adrian Malouf's ex-husband, right? The doctor allegedly refused to sign the release because he suspected DV. Good for you, Adrian Malouf's husband. I'm so sorry. I can't remember his name. I can just remember Dr. Terry Dubrow, but I know he works on Botched with Dr. Terry Dubrow. Apologies, sir, but good for you if this is true. Good for you. And he suspected DV from the shaky story and the way James hovered over Rachel Raquel and wouldn't leave the exam room. Thank you, Amyism. Paul Nassif. Yes. Shout out to Paul. Ex-husband. Paul, did I say current husband? I'm so sorry. Paul Nassif, ex-husband. So James was hovering over her. We saw, I mean, we freaking saw it in the episode when it aired. It was weird. It was weird. I've had a nose job myself. And let me tell you, I had mine in 2008, I think. And you definitely have to like be careful. You do these like certain like little exercises, things with your, I guess not exercises, but there's things you do. But I think Rachel talked about that too. But you're going to bump your nose. I mean, I bump my nose on things and that doesn't completely ruin the nose job. So that bumping while kissing. So then went on to say number 3, I'm not sure if this is an ex or a hookup or who, but there was an alleged separate incident. Oh, did it get cut off? Let me try to grab it here. I think I have more of it. Is it here? Let me just read it off the Bravo Books. I think it got cut off. But yeah, those stories never added up. I think most people, I mean, put it in the chat if you ever believed the bumped the nose story. And whatever we feel about Rachel Raquel, nobody deserves that and what she went through. And we know she went through something with James Kennedy, as much as we all wanted to, you know, cheer on James Kennedy and how he was, you know, supportive of Ariana during Sandoval. That is, you know, beside the point. Rachel still never deserved any of that. Okay, let me look here. And no matter what she did, and I think Ariana herself, anyone would agree, any person would agree. Okay, I'm not sure if this is an ex or a hookup or who, but there was alleged separate incident. He was picked up by Beverly Hills PD for DV. One of the officers, sorry, it's like they have one of the officers recognized him and did something. Okay, one of the officers recognized him and called Lisa. So the case was never papered. And this is what I'm saying about the letting them off. You know what I mean? Letting these men, letting these toxic men, letting these men with addiction issues, abuse issues get off because they're on, how many times have we seen this, you know, happen within many different you know, industries or facets of life, but especially in the entertainment industry. And then it just gets worse. And the only people who suffer then is the next woman they date. And then the next woman. Mark, thank you so much for the super chat. Mark said this time of year would be so much better with Big Brother. I miss BB getting my Jolene fix with this. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. James is his own worst enemy. He needs help. Great job as always. Thank you, Mark. You are a sweetie. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. And yes, I mean, there is a point where I start missing. There was some Big Brother drama too. I'll have to do a separate live around Angela, Chelsea. That happened while I was out and about this weekend. So I'll have to get that together. I think Steven sent me that stuff. So thank you, Steven. So Bravo Boo is saying, if true, why did LVP protect James and throw Kristen to the wolves? What is really going on here? James managed to escape the #MeToo explosion. If Lisa covered for him, she is more disgusting than I thought. Again, these are allegations right now, but we have seen Lisa and the production on Vanderpump Rules protect the men far more than they protected the women. I feel like there were greater consequences for Stassi. There were greater consequences for Kristen, especially. And we know that LVP hated Kristen. So again, if this is true, it would make sense because Kristen challenged her and didn't like her. And I'm not saying, Kristen was, disrespectful, whatever, but I could see LVP being like, oh no, this woman is not going to get the best of me. LVP was like, I hate Kristen. And I'm like, really? Because she said suck a dick. And so there was always more to it that we didn't know. And we do know Lisa Vanderpump we've seen it time and time again. The internalized misogyny is strong in this one. And she might not even recognize it, So if that's the case, again, when you protect people like this, you're just hurting more women. That's what you're doing. And if that is the case, that's very, not surprising, but very disappointing nonetheless. Okay. So Allie did post. Okay. No, that's Victoria's. I think I grabbed a screenshot of it. So Allie did post this weekend to her stories asking for privacy and thanking people for their support of her and for her. And that, she just needed a little bit of time. I thought I had a screen grab of it here. You guys found it. Okay, let me send this over to myself. And she posted this to her stories. I think, what day was this? Let me look what day I grabbed it. This was Saturday. So Saturday, Allie posted this to her story. Let me share my screen. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, some more information must have come out because previous to that, I believe she had posted that nothing happened. And then I think once, most likely, I'm guessing, once the log from the arrest, the incident from the police log, once that was out, you can't, once it's staring you, right in the face, you can't protect him anymore. So Allie said, thank you to everyone who has reached out with love and support and for checking in on me. I'm okay and taking the time I need right now. I deeply appreciate all the kindness and respect for my privacy during this time. So it's difficult because in this sort of situation, it's not cut and dry where victims of DV just leave like that. There's so much more to it. And we don't know what has been going on in that house. And we don't know Allie's past. And so I totally get, it's not surprising that at first she, wanted to maybe just have it all go away and say nothing happened. And then the police report comes out and it says that she allegedly said that he picked her up and threw her. And, we've talked about it before. There's been rumblings about James and Allie and James being possibly abusive to her and situations, and Tamara and Teddy, on Two Twats in a Pod or whatever their podcast is. They talked about an incident they saw, which I thought was gross at the time because they weren't really giving details. And it's like, well, if you're going to talk about on your podcast and make money off a possible DV situation, then share the facts and help, not just some kind of, I don't know, like you were there. What did you see? What did happen? Otherwise, don't say anything or go check on Allie or do anything else than what you did. So that is what's going on in the James Kennedy situation. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see some kind of rehab post soon that he's headed off to Rachel Raquel rehab. It looks like, let me see if they have somewhere they said he was somewhere, maybe dodged questions about the incident. Okay, so today, Us Weekly, let's see if this is different from what we've seen. Today, Us Weekly is reporting that James Kennedy dodges questions about DV incident days after arrest. So let's see what they say here. Verizon, get out of here. I already use you. Vanderpump Rules star James Kennedy is keeping quiet. Less than 1 week after his arrest for misdemeanor DV, the 32-year-old reality star was spotted leaving the Long Beach airport in California on Sunday, December 15th, after flying back from a DJ gig in Wisconsin. So still DJing. Kennedy wore a dark jacket and pants teamed with a black baseball cap. Again, we don't care. Sunglasses, headphones, walked through the pickup area while attempting to find his car. In footage published by TMZ, Kennedy was asked whether there was anything he could share about what happened the night of his arrest. More questions followed, including whether Kennedy has spoken to Allie Luber, who we've now seen pictures of them moving her stuff, some of her stuff out of their shared home. And she's allegedly going to be taking a break with her family who's in town. But Kennedy answered none of them. He eventually found his ride, hopped into the back seat without saying a word. So he is back, or wherever the hell he was going. There's DJ gig and not answering questions, which isn't surprising at all. So unfortunately, this, just like, you know, we knew this story, there was so much more to it. And where there's smoke, and there's a lot of smoke, there's definitely fire. And there's been fire surrounding this James Kennedy situation. And I think Bravo and Lisa and them, they've protected him long enough. And now it's time that James needs to face the consequences, and James needs to grow up, and James needs to become a better man. And he needs to do that without the network and people making constant excuses for him, because it helps nobody in the end. Nobody wins when you're protecting someone who's involved in this kind of alleged behavior. All right. So let me see if we can finish up. We're already at an hour with the Joe my gosh of it all. Just when you think Joe my gosh has left the building, she's like, I'm still here. Hey guys, how you doing? So Joe went live. Let's see what day it was, as she does. Sometimes, you know, she's been known to delete it. Again, we got it on our little appy app. And I haven't watched it yet. I've just watched snippets that people have posted. So 4 days ago. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes. I love James' redemption arc, Lost says. I'm very bummed. It is. It's difficult because, you know, people, it was like, we're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. But there was just something, they were really trying to make a number one guy in the group. And there just is no number one guy. The number one guy has always been the women. The women have always been number one on Vanderpump Rules. And I wish we didn't live in a society with so much misogyny, and where women have internalized misogyny, in which the patriarchy is always saying, we need to pick a man to like lead this group. And why can't, if you have a cast of trashy men, let them play out as the trashy men they are, and let the women rise up. You know, and that's really, I've said this like so many times, I'm sick of hearing myself say it, but I feel like I always, you know, have to say it, is we deserve to have that season 11 where the women were supporting the women. And I think a lot of them wanted to, and they were on that path in season 10 with Sandoval. The dudes were being outed as trash, but yet Bravo still wanted to build James up as the hero, as kind of the guy to go after Tom, which was fun to watch, but we don't need it. It's like a great quote I saw on Instagram, obviously, the great philosopher Instagram quote, and it was someone's tweet, or I don't know. Men, like, we don't need protection from you. We need you to stop being the thing we need protection from. So women don't need protection from men. They need men to stop being the thing we need protection from. And I think that sums it up perfectly. You know, stop being the problem in these situations. So we don't need a guy, a knight in shining armor to, ride up and untie our hands. Or that's the Ani DeFranco line, you know. She says I forget the exact line, but we don't need that. We need you to stop being the thing we need protection from. And the women could have eviscerated Tom on their own had they been encouraged to support one another and not pegged against each other, and also plagued by, no offense, all offense, Lala and Sheena, but pick-me's.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
We don't need any more of those, okay? I get it. I get that, you know, money and Men will try to talk you into things to not work with each other. But when you do that shit, we all lose. We all lose. Even if you got to take a little pay cut, eventually, you know, you rising up together as women, everyone will make so much more in the long run than that quick cash grab of throwing Ariana under the bus. That didn't get you very far because they still didn't invite you back to be on the show. And Ariana remains, you know, booked and busy. And Katie is thriving because she looks like the realest one. I mean, really, the number one guy in the group has always been Katie Maloney, and you can fight me on that.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
You know, so future women in general, future women in reality shows, like, don't sell yourself out for any amount of money. Demand change, rise up together, you know, united to get the change. Speaking of pick-me's, let's get into Joe My Gosh. The definition of a pick-me at this point, okay? So again, I've only seen clips of this, but I believe this is her in maybe her new apartment. She moved in a basement or something here, and she's going to tell us all the things we didn't need to know about anything, okay? And possibly still stalk Tom Schwartz, allegedly, you guys, okay? So I'm going to just speed it up to 1.2, and I'll slow it down if I need to. But give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. She's on a bar stool. Okay, here we go.
Hi, you guys. Oh, this is so nice. Hello. Hello. Yay. Oh, Checkered and Cheetah's coming on in. Hi, honey. You can go on the chair. Go on the chair. Go on the chair. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. Get it together. We're reorganizing my studio. So I was just going to say hi to everybody. And also,
maybe her hair studio, or I don't know what she's reorganizing, you guys, but she talks about the Valley and stuff. So we'll take a listen.
Guess who got her first Swiffer? So excited. So we are branching off. Excuse me. We are branching off Shop Joe My Gosh / Joe My Gosh Hair. And so I'm just kind of in this like crux like situation where it's like I have so much going on, and at the end of the day, like I haven't gotten to like talk to you guys in a minute. So like hello. So excited. Yeah, it's been a minute. Oh my gosh, you guys. So excited to like talk to you.
Oh my gosh.
Just gonna should I sit like I did at the confessionals, or like the, you know, when they were like, oh yeah, just like talk there and like just sit there, like whatever. And I was like, great, fantastic. So then I was like, so I'm just gonna do the same exact at the confessional / interviews, whatever. So you can see it's like,
I think she might be going to the same parties that Tom and Vicky go to. Maybe she was at the Bush concert. I don't know, you guys.
Well, what I wanted to actually do, I kind of wanted to do this. I'll pull this back really fast.
So she's showing us how she wanted to sit in the VPR confessionals.
I kind of wanted to do something like this, where I could kind of like pull my knees up, kind of like this, and be like, yeah, and they're like, well, no, you can't do that because it like knees up, it would look like I would have like boobs or something like here. So then I ended up having to like obviously like this. So then, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm wearing the Shop Joe My Gosh tank top.
Okay, so she's still selling her product. We're going to just fast forward a little bit. Okay, you can get Shop Joe My Gosh if you want to help her.
Yes, I'm back. I went away for a little bit, but I obviously was.
Where'd she go?
Having to.
Did she go to the Rachel Raquel place?
Deal with something a little, you know, like it's, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to zoom back in.
What did she have to deal with, you guys?
Here we go. There she is. I also just did like this really cool face peel. So it's like, I guess you can like do this thing that's like, you know what? I don't even know.
Okay.
Oh my God. My earring just fell out again, like the reunion.
This is worse than I thought. He's like, you guys, my earring just fell out. Like, I just got it. Just get it. Go like this. Get it. You guys. And she found a way to tie that back to the reunion. She's like, oh my God. You know, oh my goodness.
One of these days. Hold on, let me just put this back in. Okay, wait, I got it. Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, yes. All right. I want to answer some questions. Yes. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
Okay. Good to see you again, Joe. Love you. Thank you, Chelsea. Oh God, you are still thinking about the reunion. Okay, Taylor, whoever you are.
So again, why do you? I love that you're reading the chat because it's hilarious. But just like her and Tom, you know, she's more bothered, even though Tom is internally bothered. But someone in the chat says, named Taylor says, "Oh gosh, she's still talking about the reunion." She's like, "Okay." It's like this. This is the epiphany, the epitome of someone who just definitely. This just kind of fuels it. Like, see, I am being bullied. People are making comments that I don't like. It's bullying. And it's like, no, just because someone said, oh my God, she's still talking about the reunion, block and move on. People are going to, if you put yourself out online, sometimes people are not going to like you. And that's just the way it is. Sometimes people are going to say really rude shit, you know, but not everything is bullying.
Good to see you again, Joe. Love you. Thank you, Chelsea. Oh God, you are still thinking about the reunion. Okay, Taylor, whoever you are.
Taylor.
We all are still thinking about the reunion. I mean, it's still like the last. I feel like you're trying to be nice, but I don't know if that was nice. I always kind of like take things in as like kind of being nice. So I don't know. Yeah, of course. We're all like, well, that was that. Well, moving on.
I'm not
thoughts on the show. Are you friends with Tom? What do you know about James? I didn't know James got arrested, and I don't think that he absolutely would. No, he probably didn't. Thoughts on the show?
Of course, Joe's like, no, he wouldn't do that. No. A man with an alleged history would not. No. Hashtag believe all men.
What show? Ugh. I mean, you are riding on 2 minutes of fame and talking about the reunion. Wow. Well, then you can get off this live. And I was just kind of coming back into saying like how wonderful the show was for me. I never thought that I would have 2 minutes of fame. I wasn't asking for fame. What I think that whoever said that does, thank you for the heart. Thank you. I absolutely wasn't even looking for fame. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, like, you suck.
If you go on a reality show, you're looking for fame. That's just, why would you let people film your life unless you wanted notoriety, money, and fame? That's what it's all about, ma'am. Any reality star in 2024, or a person that's on a reality television show, even for one season, you cannot say you didn't want fame off of this. If you don't want to be famous, you don't put yourself out there. It's as simple as that. You don't put yourself with cameras in front of you filming your life. That's ridiculous. It's just like, well, I mean, I guess if you guys are going to say that, I'm like, so rude. Someone says you're still riding your 2 minutes of fame, but I mean, you are, and that's okay. You can. You have the right to. That's the beauty of it. You could totally ride this till the wheels fall off if that's what it does for you, but don't ride it till the wheels fall off and then be a victim on top of it. Just own it. Be like, hell yeah, I loved it. I want to do another show. Let's go. Call me. Because you've literally said that in other lives. You've been like, yeah, call me. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do this. And then you say, no, I would never do that. So it's talking out of both sides of your mouth here and being the victim. It's like, girl, stop.
So I love the lovers, and that's all I have to say. Thank you for letting me keep smiling. And yes.
Oh my God.
I bet.
Why are you?
Oh my gosh, thank you. I love you guys too. Jewelry. Okay. We're selling these guys on Shop Joe My Gosh, but apparently just maybe don't buy them at this point because like they keep falling off. But I love these.
Joe, she says, oh my God, Joe my gosh. She goes, oh yeah, and I'm selling these earrings on Shop Joe My Gosh, but maybe like don't buy them because they keep falling out and they're total pieces of garbage. But buy them. People aren't going to buy your product if you say they're garbage and they keep falling out of your ear. Maybe you could say we're working on fixing that problem, or I have a weird ear, or I'm not putting them on right. But to say your product is garbage and then go, yeah, don't buy them, or do buy them. I just love them.
Guys, they're not. They just clip on.
Okay.
Got this from because like I think my spirit animal was definitely a seahorse. Oh, thank you for the love. Yes, thank you. I've grown so much. Yes, love that. I'm gonna do something.
Thank you. I've grown so much.
About ADHD at some point.
Oh God, please don't do anything about ADHD. As an ADHD woman myself, I just don't need you to speak for all of us, especially when you're using it as like a way to go, people are bullying me because of ADHD. No one's bullying you because of ADHD, ma'am. Ma'am, I get it. Okay. We can't just throw that out there. Okay. There are certain things I understand. I move around a lot. I do the stuff, but we can't be saying it's irresponsible to be like, everyone doesn't understand my ADHD. No, just share shit in your stories on Instagram like I do.
Because it's really irritating to me to see that like people are not allowing me to like be who I am. And
no one's stopping. Literally no one's stopping you. People aren't going to, how many people have come in my comments and been like, girl, what is this girl doing alive, or is she just stimming? What's happening? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what am I going to do? Oh, yeah.
Like talk about exactly like what I want to feel, like what I want to say. And
literally no one's stopping you. No one is stopping you. I have a whole channel and I'm ADHD as okay. But what you're doing isn't. The way you were acting to Katie, the way you're acting now, don't blame ADHD on this shit. Neurodivergence is a superpower. Do not blame us.
Like shut me up, you know what I mean? And
well, maybe people are trying to shut you up for your own good, Joe.
I'm done doing that. Like I'm ready to talk about how I feel in the moment, and I just want to answer some questions, and I'm just so excited. Like, oh, you guys, there's a band.
This is like a little too manic.
There's a band. There's been a lot of you that have been so nice. Like I just, really went down a gosh darn rabbit hole because there was such negativity, and it was like all it was just basically
welcome to the internet. Like welcome to the internet.
Trying to do was just like be myself, you know what I mean? So thank you thank you to everybody who was like, yeah, my nails aren't done all the time and whatever. You can just come across as you need. Oh gosh. Okay. You go girl, go for it. Be you, boo boo. Thank you.
Can you imagine if I just sat here and read the negative comments the whole time? We're like, what? You are dumb and you're not funny. Oh, you guys, they're not funny. I mean, I think this is her content at this point, is just getting trolled and like allowing herself to get trolled so that she can paint herself into a nice victim corner.
Kelly Davis. Oh, thank you, babe. And I'm going to say the same thing back to you. You
tell us what happened with Checker's Eye. We want to know what's going on with Checker's Eye. Remember you did the GoFundMe and then you got mad when people asked questions, but you were asking them for money. We want to make sure the dog's okay. How is Checker's Eye? You said he was going to lose it. He still has it. God bless. Mazel. But what happened with the GoFundMe? Seems a little scammery, Jojo.
You go for it. That's how we have to live our lives.
Also, your name isn't Joe. I'm a Joe. Your name is Kaylee. Stop. Carol, get off my ride with the ADHD and the Joe. I'm a JoJo. You're Kaylee. Kaylee, stop it. Stop it, Kaylee. Stop it, Kaylee.
Thank you. I know the hoodies. Oh my gosh. We are bringing the shop Joe My Gosh hoodies back. I wear them all the time. Hey, by the way, guys, celiac disease going on right now. Look at it's growing. It's growing because I got my extensions in, but it's growing. I'm so transparent. Like you can, like anything you guys want to know, I'm all about it. So
I am so transparent. Like anything you guys want to know, I'm all about it. Except if you ask me where the money is going and what I'm doing for it, with it about my dog's eye. When I told you that he was probably going to have his eye removed, and I had another GoFundMe months before, or maybe years before, about my dog when he lost his first eye. So I'm so transparent. I'm just so not like other girls. I'm just like totally different, except for when you take me to task or ask me a question saying, are you looking for your 15 minutes of fame? You're lying. You're doing this. Otherwise, I'm so transparent. I'm so open. I'm just like, oh, I'm so ADHD open. I'm just so open, girl.
There's the does. And I was going to go red for the next season. Well, it's not happening anymore. So
not red for the next season. She was going to be a siren. Listen, Joe, I wanted you to be okay, but did I want you to ruin Tom Schwartz's life? Yeah, I did. Drag him to hell? Uh-huh. Did I think you had it in you? Probably not. Was I hopeful? Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, there's not a next season for you.
So we are growing my hair out.
This is riveting.
It's so close.
It doesn't look that close. It looks shorter than mine.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I'll tell you everything, you guys.
Okay, so tell us what is going on with your dog and your dog's eye and the GoFundMe. Did you collect the money? And what happened? Did you go to the doctor? What did the doctor say? He got to keep his eye? So happy about that. But what's going on? Are you taking him to the vet regularly? We're worried about checkers, not your hair, your extensions, or your oh my gosh jewelry that you told us not to buy because it's crappy, or your sweatshirts. We want to know about checkers.
The balding and everything.
Balding? Girl, nobody, this is the most insecure shit I've ever seen in my life. You are not an aging woman unless your hairline's regress. What is it called? Reset, whatever. Who cares? You're not even balding.
But we're so close. Like, we're about here. And it's
we see it. It's not there. It's here. Like, even when it's right in front of us, she's lying to us.
Like a really cute blunt cut. So we did extensions and
awesome.
I'm totally open to like talking about it. And like, you know, I mean, obviously half the cast, of course, has extensions and things like that. But anyways, riding the 2 minutes of
okay, so she's totally open about talking about her extensions, you guys. I'm just like so open. Like I had short hair. Like I don't always do my nails. Like today I have my nails done, but like I went months, if you guys follow my channel, with like no nails. And then I like got my nails done, but not like other girls get their nails done. And I know like half the cast has extensions, but I have it for a different reason because I'm just like so different. I'm so different. Oh my God, you guys, I love this earring. You just put this, it's like a pen you put, but like, oh no, it fell, you guys, oh my God, just like at the reunion, it fell out. Don't buy it. It's like garbage. If you buy the pen in the ears that I'm selling, don't do it because they will like fall out of your ears. And now I'm deaf in one ear because they like hit my eardrum. So like buy it, but like don't. But we're like getting more like super comfy hoodies back and I can't wait.
You know, I mean, obviously half the cast, of course, has extensions and things like that. But
photos.
Anyways, riding the 2 minutes of fame, hoping for 3. Okay. I'm not asking for fame. I'm just saying I just know that there's a bunch of you guys out there that have been so supportive and just like so kind and have been telling me at the end of the day, like, or the beginning of the night, to just, don't delete the posts that you get so much hate for, just like kind of keep them up. And so I am working on it and I'm going to get stronger. Yes. You're pushing a shop. Sure. I'll push a shop. Do you like me in a shopping cart? I don't know what that means. Anyways,
Joe tried to like drag that person. You're pushing your shop, Joe. You know what they're talking about. You're trying to sell shit. You're like a regular old grifter over here. You're trying to sell us something. You're not telling us the full truth about it. I pushed up like a shopping cart. Like, what do you, girl? Yeah, you're trying to sell shit on the internet through fame that you garnered from being on a reality show where you didn't want to get famous. Then go away like that. Then don't be online. People that don't want to be famous aren't online doing stuff. That'd be like me going, yeah, I don't want anyone to know who I am. You guys, I just do not. Like, I never asked for this. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Yes, I do stand-up comedy. Yes, I perform. Yes, I have like a few shitty TV credits, but like, I don't want, you guys stop looking at me. Stop it. Stop it right now. You guys stop. I just don't want to be looked at. You don't understand. I just don't, I'm totally transparent. My cat needs a third eye. Yeah, I'm going to do a GoFundMe and she needs a third eye blind. Okay. Have you heard of that? It's like my favorite band. You guys stop. I just want to sit like this, but they were like, it looks like you have tits there. And so they didn't even let me sit the way I wanted to on Vanderpump Rules. It was like so bad.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it.
CJ. Okay. I'm posting that. We got to get into that. Siege, we should probably do something tomorrow and like do a live about that because that was like, I got you.
What?
So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here. Okay. I'm Joe.
Yep.
Working on celiac disease. And
now we got celiac disease. Jesus Christ.
We all kind of got the same, information at the same time that it was canceled. And I have my, I think
how the hell did she go from celiac disease? She went from hair loss to selling Joe My Gosh product to reading troll comments to celiac disease to Vanderpump Rules is canceled.
We all kind of got the same, information at the same time that it was canceled. And I have my, I think I pretty much know exactly why. And I think that it would have been nice to, I have so many thoughts on everything about it. But I do think that I'm going to just say it. I think, and I know this.
Okay.
Wish I could meet you when you come to Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, of course. Like, let's go. Okay, so here are the two thoughts that I think happened.
Okay.
So I think And I think a lot of other people think this too. So like when you watch Vanderpump Rules, okay, so that basically means you're following the lives of the people on the show. Okay. That doesn't mean that you're following the actual like lifestyles of, sorry, I'm just going to go on a little bit of a tangent here, but I think I have to just say this. People are not really watching the people working at the restaurant because like nobody there actually works at the restaurant. Okay. So I think that they wanted to cancel because potentially I do think that they were paying us or them too much money. And I think that the newbies probably were like, yeah, like let's totally be on, excuse me, like let's just totally be on the TV show. And get paid, you know, like $6,000 for the season. Cause like everyone in LA kind of, not everyone, but a lot of people like kind of really want to be on TV. I was not.
Like you. Like, how come it's everybody else is like that? Not me. I didn't want to be on TV. They like made me be on TV. They chained me to Tom Schwartz. They were like, you have to. And I was like, I don't want to. I'm not that kind of girl. Like, I don't have nails. I want to sit like this. I want to lick my knee. Like, I just want to do, like, I'm just so random. I'm so random. Everyone's met this girl. I'm just not like that. Oh my God, look at my armpits. Oh my God, I like braid my armpit hair. I'm just so random. Not me. I did not want to be. They like made me. I didn't even want to do it. So everyone in LA like wants to be famous. Not me. Okay. Muffy Styler, thank you for the super chat. Muffy says, love you, Jolene. So happy to be here on the live. I'm happy you're here too. Joe might have had fillers. Lips, not judging. Just looks like she might have. She crazy. Oh, her lips do look good. Her lips do look good. Get it, girl. But she would say, these are like, okay, I had an allergic reaction to shellfish and I didn't realize it until I ate the shellfish. And then I like sat on the shellfish and it like went in my butt. It was really, you guys, I'm so random. Oh my God. I can't even tell you like how random I am, but it's just like so random. Like, Wisconsin. And so celiac disease is hard, but also like when we found out the show wasn't coming back. So she's basically saying they're trying to save money. Okay, welcome to business. Yeah, and telling us breaking news, you guys. I don't know if you guys knew this, okay, but Joe My Gosh is telling us breaking news. The cast of Vanderpump Rules doesn't actually work at SUR.
You're lying. No, I'm not lying.
Lying. They do too. Okay, allegedly.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Like, duh. Duh. We've known this for a while, Joe. Okay, but these are her hot takes, okay? Everyone wants to be famous, get $6,000 for a season, not her.
You know, like $6,000 for the season because like everyone in LA kind of, not everyone, but a lot of people like kind of really want to be on TV. I was not that.
She wasn't.
I just so happened to be on the last season of the series. Anyways, so I think that production probably was like, okay, we're going to pay, you know, like these new people probably like way less than like what they normally would pay for the cast. But I think the world like to watch the cadences and like the daily lives of the people that you guys fell in love.
The cadences?
With, like Katie's routine and Ariana's routine and like all the things. And so like I think that nobody really cared about what SUR was kind of producing because everyone knew that they were not working there. I think that they're really missing the mark. I do think that like people tuned into the show because of the people. And
what? You think people got invested in the characters after 11 seasons? I never thought about that. Like, I'll be Joe.
And I'm not saying I would be included, like, but I think if they can pay people, you know, less money, and I just think that they're missing the mark because people wanted to see like, and still want to see like how Lala and Sheena and Brock, and like that's the reason that people tuned in for 11 years. So I think, and I'm just going to speak my mind, I think that they're making a big mistake because you guys didn't tune into the show for SUR. You guys tuned in, I mean, maybe at the beginning, but you guys tuned into the show for the people. Okay, so then now you're eliminating the people that you know, grew up with watching, and now you're all
Lucy says, I don't want to see Brock. No one was like, oh, they have this great show, Vanderpump Rules. Oh, my favorite. I just tune in for Brock. Maybe Brock's mom said that, but or Sheena. But nobody was like, oh, you guys, there's this show. It's been on all these seasons, but there's this Australian who wears a budgie or bungie or whatever they call it. It wears his little undies, his little briefs in the pool. I tune in for him. No one is tuning in for Brock. Put in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Is someone just tuning in for Brock? And Brock wasn't even on 11 years. Oh my God, Joe.
Also going to eliminate that. And then you're going to bring in a whole new crew of people and you're going to pay them crap, probably, because they just want to be on TV. So you're just basically going to watch people that want to be on TV and kind of like just want to whatever. And that's okay. But I do think in the heart, like I do think genuinely, I do think it probably came down to like money. And then also it probably came down to the fact that like they're missing the mark, because I think everyone still wants to know like what the original cast is doing. And I also think that no one really cares. Schwartz and Sandy's is closing, which that breaks my heart. But yeah,
That's it.
I think that I'm not making sense. I think I'm just like basically saying that like genuinely, I think the people that really, really love the show, that consistently love the show was the people. And I'm confused by that because I do think that like, yeah, maybe some people will go to the Valley. That's fine. I will not. But I wonder if anybody agrees with me on this. Is anybody making the
So the video is a little bit off with her. I'm gonna slow it down with what she's saying and her movements in her mouth and stuff. But she says people are going to the Valley. I'm not going to the Valley. It could be because no one asked. Also, how many times do you think she has messaged Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog and Alex Baskin-Robbins, the producers of the show, to be like, are you sure you don't want to bring it back? I think I just have a thought. I just have a thought for you guys. I think everybody wants to see something. Okay. I know you guys want to pay people less, but you can pay me $6,000. I'll come back. I'll do it, but I don't want to be famous. Okay, I just kind of fell into the show.
I'm confused by that because I do think that like, yeah, maybe some people will go to the Valley. That's fine. I will not.
It's still a little off.
But I wonder if anybody agrees with me on this. Is anybody am I making sense on this? Because I think that people absolutely are focused on like the people and they're they're invested in the people, right? And like not into like a new crew. Because like it doesn't need to be these new people working at SUR. Like that's fine. But I think you guys were all invested in like the people, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Anyways. Yeah. Oh, you disagree? Okay, we got one agree. If season 12 aired, would you have been on season 12? Yeah, we were. Yeah, that was about to happen. Yeah. Thank you for telling me that. I hear
you just said, yep, she was going to be on season 12. That was going to happen. She just confirmed, like, yeah, I was going to be on season 12.
Bravo is losing. Mm-hmm. Your teeth are bright with. Oh, I just brushed my teeth a lot. Thank you, but I'm.
Your teeth are bright. Oh, I just brushed my teeth a lot. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you can get Crest whitening strips or Crest sponsorship. That could be a fun one.
Yeah, the new people. Okay, so Chelsea, there you go. That's a thing. I do think that so let me just like regroup. A lot of you guys are agreeing with what I'm saying. Okay, so they probably couldn't afford to still continuously pay these people. However, what they're not putting together is that that's the reason why everybody loves the show, right? They love following and it being introduced into their lives. And so we're going to just
I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
If you don't understand, you're bullying. Stop bullying, you guys. You're horrible.
Okay, so you can't pay them that much money. Chelsea, you called it. That's what I'm saying. I think that they just basically wanted like a new group of people that they hardly can pay and then basically just throw them at SUR, which none of those people work at SUR at all. Like everyone's doing so well and like they have their own projects now. And I think that that's what people want to watch, like, and see like how is the conversations going between Katie and Tom Schwartz, or how is, you know, because like that's what like everyone's been invested into that since, oh my goodness gracious, like since they were babies, you know. So I think it's pay, and I think it's also I think they're making a big mistake, but watch the Valley. So I said no to the Valley, and I think, and I know Lala, Sheena, and Schwartz are going to be going to the Valley. So, but
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. You, what? No. And this is when, what's his nuts? Zach, I think. Bear Chase, Brittany, Bear Chase's friend said, no, she was not asked to be on the Valley. So Joe said she said no to the Valley. Even though it seems like she desperately wants to be on Vanderpump Rules, why would you say no to the Valley? If Schwartz is going over there, and Lala, you said you like Lala, Sheena, girl. Yeah, and don't speak about Katie. you don't get that. You don't get that privilege, lady.
they were babies, you know. So I think it's pay, and I think it's also I think they're making a big mistake. But watch the Valley. So I said no to the Valley, and I think, and I know Lala, Sheena, and Schwartz are going to be going to the Valley. So, but yeah, I think
I don't. To me, I don't think she'd say no to the Valley, so I don't think she was asked. I'm sorry, Joe. This just my feelings, Kaylee. My feelings are you would have said yes. It seems like you really like this, even though you say you don't like it. But
I think it's kind of sad that we don't get to like actually, you know, keep going. That's why I wanted to like talk to you guys about this and express how I think, and totally tell me if I'm wrong, but you know. Oh, somebody just said, what? Yeah, somebody, when are you starting to work at SUR? I would never, and I've never worked at SUR.
Are you the same chick that when they said they were announcing the new cast, you said, hey, I know you posted a post that was like, call me, let me know. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of things. And she's like, no, I didn't. Oh, you guys in the chat, you're saying what? What would you be saying? They're saying what? Because you just said you were asked to be on the Valley and you said no. And that doesn't make sense. And like Judge Judy says, if it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. And if it is true, why did you say no?
I couldn't. No, there's no way. I would never. Could you guys imagine me working at SUR? I'd be like, hey, what do you guys want? Great. I'll just bring you 2 beers. I would be the worst server.
Like the literal worst.
Oh, I don't know. So I don't know about.
What?
Yeah, I do. Don't quote me or quote me. I don't care. I do think that, well, Lala is the sweetest. She can do whatever she wants. Right? Like, let's clap for Lala. My gosh, that girl has come full circle. I just adore her. She is so amazing. And she was such a nice person to meet on the show. I do think that Schwartz and Sheena and Lala are going there. That's just what I've heard. Such a nice person to meet on the show. I do think that Schwartz and Sheena and Lala are going there. That's just what I've heard. And I don't know. I'll just.
But if you were asked to be on the show, wouldn't you know that they were going in there?
Say, like, I really, and I said this at the reunion, I really, really, really was so happy with the way that, you know, James and Allie and Lala and Sheena and Brock and Sandoval and Lisa and Andy, like everyone was so kind to me at the reunion. I was so uncomfortable. However,
notice how she left out Katie and Ariana, who were very kind to her. Katie was actually very kind to you from the start. You came in being weird to her. Like, she actually was like, hey, I think that Schwartz does his Schwartz thing and he's leaving you wondering what's really going on. And so to just like point out everyone except for Katie And Ariana at this point. Okay.
However, the one person that I thought was that's another conversation. But I wish him the best. But I think that they're actually going to be on the show. Again, don't quote me. But I wish them the best. I wish Lala the best. The nicest person in the cast by far. To me. By far. And then like Allie was super nice too. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the whole thing. I'm excited for everybody to just kind of like enjoy life. And I just wanted to come on here and just say like, hey, still alive. I just had to take a little bit of a step back because yeah, I'm painting my walls and there's some hair color in my hands too. So
you had to take a little bit of a step back because you're painting your walls. It's these cryptic things. Like I just had to like take a little step back because I went through. She's alluded to multiple times. I just kind of and you're like and I was like and then Schwartz was like and then we're supposed to be and like this, but instead he's like over here and I'm like but I'm like so happy for everybody. I'm like and I'm painting my walls. Open the windows when you paint. Never forget, you guys, you have to open the windows. Those fumes, oh my God, they will have you on a whole nother planet. All right.
It's fun. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's start a petition for Tom Schwartz to unblock me so him and I can just like shoot the shit again.
Oh no, I didn't hear this part. Ma'am. No. Oh God, I need like a stalker clip. Oh God. Oh God.
It looks like we have some clowns who are desperate for airtime.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God. Let's start a petition for Tom Schwartz on Black so we can just shoot the shit again. Has Tom Schwartz, and I don't even like Tom Schwartz anymore. Has he gotten a restraining order yet? Because I'm worried about him.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Ma'am, Schwartz, what did you do to this woman? What did you do to this woman? I'm going to just blame Schwartz.
It'll be a step back. Because, yeah, I'm painting my walls. And there's some hair color in my hands too. So that's fun. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, let's start a petition for Tom Schwartz to unblock me so him and I can just like shoot the shit again. He's just got... Yeah, it'd be nice. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know.
He's just got boundaries. Gross. Just show up to his place, Joe. Just go over there. Just go over there and be like, you'll talk to me. It's like, again, the Ani DeFranco song. If I was naked and screaming on your front lawn, would you turn on the light and come down? Screaming, there's the asshole who did this to me. Strip me of my power. Strip me down, because I used to be a superhero. No one could hurt me. Yeah, not even myself. And you were like a phone booth that I somehow stumbled into. Now look at me. I am just like everybody else. I am just like everybody else. That's Joe. Yes. Go listen to Ani DeFranco Superhero. And you need to just be like naked and screaming on his front porch. Okay? See if he turns on the light and come down. Screaming, there's the asshole who did this to me. Strip me of my power. Strip me down. Instead of blaming women, go show up on Tom Schwartz's porch naked and scream at him.
No, I'm here. I'm alive.
Scream at him.
I'm excited.
She's excited.
We're going to do more of these.
She does always have paint on her fingers, like literally all the time.
And
we're going to do more of these, you guys. Who's ready?
I just had not been able to like connect with you guys. And
I still don't really feel that connected, but okay.
I was laughing the other day because I was talking. Oh my gosh, who was I texting? I was texting.
It's okay. We probably don't know the person. You don't have to tell us.
I won't name the name, but I was texting somebody and we were laughing about the fact that we were like, wait, what? Canceled? And I was like, I'm like canceled. I was like, well, if I'm on, I'm on. I don't really care.
Yep. Yep, Joe, we believe that. You were like, cancel, big deal. I didn't even remember I was on the show, even though I won't shut up about the fucking show. Or Tom Schwartz, but I don't even know I was on the show. I was like, cancel, big deal. That's probably a big deal for Katie, not me.
And yeah, so I just want you guys I just want to clear up some things. Is that like, I did not want to be on the TV show. I was only signed on for like 2 scenes. So I keep saying this.
If you didn't want, do you know you can say no to TV shows? I wish that would happen, where a TV show would just be like, Joleen, yeah, you have to be on the show and we have to pay you money and you have to build a bigger audience. Yeah. That's not how it works, baby girl. Nobody can force you. I wish they'd just show up and be like, no, you're on this show now, Joleen. This really popular show. Now you can start making sweatshirts and selling shit and, getting eyes for your pets. Yep. That's not how it works.
And then I got dumped on national television. So
what? You did?
So I just think that
everyone on Vanderpump Rules got dumped on national television. I love how she thinks it's like something novel. Like, and then I got dumped. That is what reality TV is.
Like, at the end of the day, I hope that I'm obviously very relatable in what I went through. And also, I think that we all have to give grace to everybody on the cast, except for still trying to forgive you know who.
Girl, shut up. I am so sick of you, Joe. Are you talking about Katie? She doesn't need your forgiveness. She didn't do nothing to you. You did this all to yourself. Schwartz did this to you. Unless you're talking about Schwartz, then I get it. But I think you're talking about Katie. That girl didn't do nothing to you. She warned you. You were the pick me. You were like, not going to happen to me. You were so disrespectful. And she was just like, girl, I know what's happening. I know what he's going to do to you. She even had empathy for you when what happened to you, what she said would happen to you, happened to you. When Schwartz treated you the way she told you he would treat you. And she's still like, I'm trying. Girl, you're not a victim of Katie Maloney. Okay? Focus on Tom Schwartz. Why are you hating on Katie? Tom did this too. Tom's the one who has completely left you, out here embarrassing you, blocking you. But Katie's the problem. Okay.
But yes. Yes. And I'm definitely a Wisconsin girl, like on national television. So like, that was the fun part.
Stop claiming the Midwest. We don't want it. I thought it could be good. Shout out to my fellow, or my friendly Wisconsin peeps. But as a Minnesotan, no, this isn't what we do.
You know who?
No, it's not what we do.
But yes.
Megan, she made a
yes, and I'm definitely a Wisconsin girl, like on national television. So like, that was the fun part. Like, production was like, they were like, do you want glam? And I was like, what the hell is glam? And they were like,
okay. Wisconsin people, can you please sound off in the chat? We're not, just because we're from Minnesota and Wisconsin, it doesn't mean we don't know what glam is. It doesn't mean that we don't still get fancy and gorge. Are you kidding me right now? Where are you from, like Huckleberry Farm? What are you talking about? That you're just like, we just put dirt on our face and we let the cows walk over us, and then we're ready for the day. Like, what? She's trying to create the like narrative that everyone in Wisconsin's like, what's makeup? What's concealer? Okay, thank you, Susie Q. Yeah, Susie Q. I'm from Wisconsin. I know we're not in just like, but not every the way she's painting us Midwesterners. And it's like, what's glam? I don't know. I just eat my boogies. Like, what are you? I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, you do hair in LA. You are in the beauty business, ma'am. You literally get paid to make people look better, allegedly, because Tom Schwartz did not look better. But you're in the beauty business. You're on a television show. Yeah, we just go down and we just rest our face in a puddle and we wait for a tornado to come by and brush our hair, and we bathe in the lakes. Even I have bathed in a lake before. It's actually kind of fun to like wash your hair in there and stuff. But how dare you, ma'am? How dare you? Okay. Justice for my fellow Wisconsin
like, do you want
friend.
makeup? And I was like, yeah. They were like, well, do you have makeup? I was like, no.
You don't have makeup. You lie. You don't get an award for being the girl that's like, I don't wear makeup. And this is the kind of mentality you have maybe when you're 15, 16, maybe 20, where you're just like, I'm not like regular girls. I don't need makeup. I don't like it. You have makeup, ma'am. We've seen you in makeup. It's not a flex. It doesn't make you any better than anybody else because you're like, oh, these girls have to wear all these makeup. This makeup. Have you seen Katie Maloney with or without makeup? The girl is stunning. All right, you're all gorgeous. Stop comparing yourself, to the other women and making it like some competition. You're so competitive with other women. It's weird. It's weird to be 36, 37, 38 and be this competitive. It's freaking weird. You're no less of a woman or no less great because you wear makeup or you don't wear makeup. And you are in the beauty business. Like you literally, you know how this works. You did hair for these women when they were filming. You were friends with Kristen. It's craziness.
And they were like, well, did you bring, I was like, what? So just imagine that I'm literally, if you were to be on TV and then I got shown up, dumped on national television, lied to, called all the names, and I'm still standing, and you think.
This is where she loses everybody. People have been through far worse. Joe, this isn't, no. I was called every name. What? Crackhead? You made the joke about yourself on Instagram. We proved that. Joe. I don't, this is like, and I'm still standing after all this time. It's like at this point, she just wants to be the victim. This is all she knows and she knows it well. Cause she's like, and I got dumped on that. What do you think what Ariana went through? What do you think what Katie Maloney went through with Tom Schwartz as he disrespected her season after season and picked Tom Sandoval over her, Tom Sandoval then pick Rachel Raquel over him, and their business would fail and everything would fail. And Schwartz would be left standing there going, fingers in my mouth, nervous. I don't know what to do. And have to answer for him in this big cheating scandal. I mean, how do you think all of these women felt on the show? This isn't, you're not new to this. You had the easiest time on this show. But what happened is some people fed into her delusion that she is somehow a victim and was bullied. So now she's going to ride that thing till the wheels fall off. She is just going to keep going. And people go, oh, God. And any kind of criticism, any kind of anything, skepticism, criticism, they're like, stop bullying her. But she can talk shit on all these other people. And she does it in a passive-aggressive way. And the reason I know that you're talking shit and how you're doing it is because I'm from the land of passive-aggressive too, bitch. So I know what you're doing. When you keep throwing Katie under the bus and you name the people who are supportive and you're overly supportive of Lala, knowing Lala and Katie don't get along, knowing Lala and Ariana don't get along. Like, we see what you're doing. Us, Minnesota, Wisconsin people, we get it. We see it, ma'am. So this little innocent act ain't going to work on us. Okay? We know. A Guide to Midwestern Conversation is a book I have and love. And it explains this passive aggressiveness and this fakeness and this fake, I'm so nice. I'm so nice. Girl, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Like Nana would say, stop it.
You were to be on TV and then I got shown up, dumped on national television, lied to.
Like Katie did? Like Ariana did? Like Lala allegedly got lied to by Randall? What? Like, you mean like all the women? Or women everywhere?
Called all the names. And
all the names? Which ones? Besides Crackhead, which ones? Told she couldn't wear a hat?
I'm still standing. And you think that you still want to hate on me? You can go.
It's cringe at this point. She's 40. And you still want to hate? I'm still standing. So you want to come for me? I'm going to get you. I'm still standing.
And then I got shown up, dumped on national television, lied to, called all the names, and I'm still standing.
Still standing.
And you think that you still want to hate on me? You can go fuck off. Because I love the people that are.
Not fuck off. You can go fuck off.
So nice to me and totally see me for who I am. Thank you.
She tried to do this shit to me in the DMs when she saw my impression video of her. She was like, oh my God. She messaged me. I didn't message her back. I don't think I did. And she was like, you're so funny. Oh my God, it's okay. I know it's like your job to make fun of me. Just trying to get me to not do it. And it's like, you're on a television show. This is what we do. We give commentary. We do parodies. Like, hello. But she did that to me. She tried to, kill me with kindness in the chat. Like, oh my God. And she's been successful in doing that with a couple of Vanderpump like podcasts and people who have fed into her. But no, you can't be a Wisconsin girl and trick a Minnesota girl with this passive aggressive fake niceness. You can't do that to me. You're not gonna stop my comedy. You're not gonna stop it, girl. And then immediately when I didn't, I don't even think I ever responded. Then she unfollowed me. She followed me like, oh my God, you should be like a comedian or something, knowing that you saw that I'm a comedian. You looked at my fucking profile, girl. It's okay. She totally tried that shit. But I was like, not today. And for a minute, she did get me for a minute because I was like, I feel a little bad. And I'm like, no, I know what she's doing. I know what she's doing. Let's see. Joe Wenberg. Let me see. I don't think I ever replied. I think I hearted when she sent stuff. But I really don't think I ever replied. Joe Mangash. Okay. I actually restricted her because I was like, this is getting a little weird. Because she commented on my impression video of her that I did. And then she says, I know you talk shit about me and what you see, that's your job. But I have to say, when you played me in a video on your Instagram, I loved it. You really should be a comedian. Spot on. Wave to the camera with my dog killed me. And I was like, okay. And then she left a couple comments on the actual Instagram video. And I was like, okay, maybe I do feel a little bad. And I was like, no. And then I still follow her. I was like, okay. And then I realized that she unfollowed me because she didn't get her way with me. And I was like, you can't trick me. All right. You can't. I know what you're doing, lady.
So much. It's so easy to just be normal and kind. So I'm going to save this.
Then you should do that to Katie and Ariana. You should be normal and kind to Katie and Ariana. You should show us. The best way is to do it. Be the example. You be that person first, and then everyone will follow. All right? So once you are nice and normal to them, because they didn't do nothing to you, you chose to hop in this world and be weird with the ex and all the things and unfriend Kristen and all this weirdness. So you do it, and then we'll do it after that.
I'm going to try to save this. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I know how to do this. So I can keep this going. But the biggest thing is absolutely like, I just wanted to say hi and make sure that you guys knew that there's been so many nice things that have been said about me. And I just want you guys to know, like, I'm so grateful for the people that like me and enjoy me. And I like you so much. And yeah, like it's
just reminding me of Ani DeFranco songs. I like you so much. I talk to everyone but you. And I wonder, you would think of this little number. And I wonder what you would say if you know. That's a good song.
It's just, yes. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's just like everybody just needs to be nice and kind.
You start first.
And the people that get me. And
that's how the world works. That's how it works.
People that don't, that's okay.
Okay. If it's okay, then don't do any more videos about it.
Thank you, Clawler04. Have you gone to therapy for all this? Because it seems like you are holding on to the past.
These comments. Have you gone to therapy for all this? Because it seems like you're holding on to the past. I mean, that was actually like very constructive. That was a constructive question, constructive criticism, because it is like you're holding on to the past. Remember just like a couple months ago, she made that weird post about Schwartz. That person, yeah, I love that person.
People that don't, that's okay. Thank you, Clawler04. Have you gone to therapy for all this? Because it seems like you are holding on to the past. Hey. Whoa. Who hasn't held on to the past? Okay.
Girl, you can just say, yeah. I mean, you're literally holding on to the past. You're like, Tom Schwartz unblocked me. Maybe in 8 years we can be together. Tom Schwartz. Vanderpump Rules. Yeah. Katie. I can't forgive her even though she didn't do anything to you. That's like a good, legitimate question. Have you gone? Hey, whoa, bullies. You're bullying me. I'm almost 40, but you're bullying me. And I put myself online, but you're bullying me.
Before I hang up on this one, You know, I hang on to the past when my first dog passed away.
Oh my God. This lady, I forgot because we haven't watched Joe's stuff in a while, but she is like a trauma vampire. She's a trauma dumper. She does the little maneuver and she's like, oh, you want to hold me accountable for what I'm doing right now? And then she'll bring up something that has doesn't relate to it at all. Very manipulative, like I think Sarah was saying in the chat. And then she'll be like, probably from when my last dog died. So anytime, I've seen this so many times by YouTube grifters and people or on TikTok and stuff. Oh my God, they want to go. Instead of just like owning their behavior, they're like, oh, well, probably 12 years ago when my dog died. That's why I'm doing this. Instead of just saying, not reading the comment or just answering it if you went to therapy or not and admitting you on the past. Now all of a sudden we're talking about dead dogs. Let the dog rest in peace. That's like me every time someone holds me accountable. Oh, I lost a couple cats and I am holding on to that. Like that is scary. That's some scary shit right there.
The past. Okay.
Like a trauma vulture.
Before I hang up on this one, you know, I hang on to the past when my first dog passed away. Still hang on to that. I hang on to the past when I went through a breakup. I hang on to the past when I had to get stitches and I totally shouldn't have gotten stitches because I made a mistake. And
what? Oh my God, I totally forgot that this chick operates like this. I really kind of forgot, you guys. And I hold on to the past when I got stitches and I shouldn't have got stitches. It's like she's been to war. It's like, and then when I was in Afghanistan and you got stitched. I got stitches. I cut myself with a knife one time when I was working at a restaurant at the old, I think it was the Timber Lodge Steakhouse or the Chickadee Cottage. And I think I was slicing bread and I cut my finger. I got stitches. How many people put in the chat if you've ever gotten stitches? Most people got stitches. I had my appendix out. I got stitches. I had stitches in my nose when I had a nose job. Who the fuck hasn't gotten stitches? And if you haven't, knock on all the wood. But what do you want, a damn medal? Like, I have trauma from when I had stitches and I shouldn't have got stitches. So now she's going to blame the doctor that gave her stitches. They don't just give you stitches when you don't need stitches. And snitches get stitches, Joe.
And I went through a breakup. I hang on to the past when I had to get stitches and I totally shouldn't have gotten stitches because I made a mistake. But I still hold on to that moment of the past because it also was a fluke where one of my friends flew over me when we were sledding down a hill and we had to get stitches. And I still hang on to that.
Huh?
I think that you guys are hung up on the fact that maybe it's because Tom's a public figure. It doesn't matter. It only matters because I don't know. You guys have not all of you, but
it's our problem. We're the problem, not her. It's you guys are hung up with that Tom. We don't care about Schwartz. I don't care if I ever see Schwartz again in my life. You, baby girl, want to make babies with him. You, baby girl, want to marry him. You want to wear his skin. No one in this chat is like, oh, can't wait till she talks about Tom Schwartz. None of us care about Tom Schwartz. That's you. This is so Sandoval, too. This is what he does. It's you guys, the audience. Lala does this as well. I think it's like you guys are like hung up. No, girl, you're hung up. You are caught up, hung up, strung up. Like, that's you.
Flew over me when we were sledding down a hill.
Someone flew over her when she was sledding down a hill. One time I was playing in the backyard and I got my foot stuck under our chain link fence and my dad had to cut the fence and then pull it out of my foot. I didn't get stitches, but maybe I should have. Okay, but I can honestly say I'm not holding on to that trauma. And thus why that person said, have you been to therapy? Go to therapy and talk about the stitches you shouldn't have gotten.
Oh, we had to get stitches and I still hang on to that. I think that you guys are hung up on the fact that
she is.
Maybe it's because Tom's a public figure. It doesn't matter.
We're not.
It only matters because I don't know. You guys have not all of you, but like let that go. Having a breakup is hard.
Girl, you let it go. Why are you telling us to let it go? We don't give a shit about Tom Schwartz. Pamela, good point. She wants to Ed Gein him. And Ed Gein was from Wisconsin. I'm just saying. I'm just stating facts here.
I'm still going to process it. And I want to just clarify to everybody that, like, I don't just go, like, I would love to do that. And I'm working.
We need to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, this chick. Is that invented yet? Is that just still a movie? She needs to call Jim Carrey because and projecting it back on us. Like, it's you guys that have the problem. No, girl, that's not us.
Working on it. So hanging on to the past is incorrect. What I think it is that I'm not going over it. I'm not going under it. I'm going through it. And unfortunately, you guys had to see that on national television.
Not national. Shout out to Christina Coca, who I think put another montage together of how often she goes national, international television. I was on national television. I was broke up with, as opposed to what, regional television? I know there is. I was on regional television. Shout out Minnesota, KSTP. But what are you, huh? As opposed, like, it wasn't just in the tri-state area. It was national, international.
Unbeknownst to me.
Not unbeknownst.
I think it is that I'm not going over it. I'm not going under it. I'm going through it.
Going through it.
And unfortunately, you guys had to see that on national television. Unbeknownst to me. So fuck off if you think that it's real easy to get over somebody that dumped you at international television. Fuck off.
You just said national. Now you're international. Which one is it? National, international? Someone dumped you on national, international. Well, you would think you would have that empathy for Katie, who went through it for years with this guy, cheating on her, lying to her, picking Tom Sandy butt over her. But no, just herself.
Unbeknownst to me.
Unbeknownst.
So fuck off if you think that it's real easy to get over somebody that dumped you at international television. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
I don't care. I'm going to talk about it
all the time.
And I'm going to talk about it when I want to talk about it. So
get it, girl. Get it.
Let's wish him the best. Let's love everybody. And I'm going to try to save this because I do think that this is, you know, important to talk about. So I'm going to go take a shower. And yes, I know Sloppy Joe actually does shower. So, let's see if I can do this. Love you guys. Okay. Let me see. Oh.
Okay, that character's getting old, Joe. It's getting old. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Sloppy Joe, girl. No one is talking about, you're the only one holding on to that. Okay, that you don't shower. Did anyone ever say she didn't shower? That's on you. That's on you. But yes, let's do a slow clap for Joe. She's so brave. She's going to tell the world about middle-aged women balding. Thank you. ADHD, celiac disease, getting over an national breakup, and the trauma that we experience when we get stitches we don't need. What? This video just happened on Saturday, Care Bear. That video is from Saturday. So that would have been, what is Monday the 6th, December 14th, 2024. That was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to go shower. And now you guys think I'm Sloppy Joe. Okay, but I bought some Summer's Eve feminine wash, and I bought some Dove, and I bought the unscented kind because I actually have eczema, and now I can only use like Aveeno or things without scent. And so I'm not sloppy. I'm going to wash my hair even though I'm going bald. Okay, a little bit right here. As you can see, my hairline's receding, but it's like growing. Like these are my extensions. I'm an open book how long my hair is getting. So long. And I've forgiven everyone except for, you know who, Katie. And like, maybe we could do a GoFundMe so that Tom Schwartz, sorry, you guys, I just like to be up here. It's so powerful. So that Tom Schwartz could, unblock me. Cause like, I feel like we should like shoot the shit. Cause I'm like, not like his girlfriend, like a regular girl. Like in Vanderpump Rules, I wanted to sit like this. You know, I want to sit like this. And they were like, you can't sit like that. And I was like, what? And so then I wanted to sit like this. Because I like football. Girls like football. And this like hut, you know. And then I wanted to sit like down here because it just felt really comfy. But like, I just want to like shoot the show with Tom Schwartz. But like not like, oh my God, can you guys see me? I want to shoot the shit with him because like, oh my God. You guys, look what just fell out of my ass. Oh my God, I'm selling these on joleenreacts.com, but they keep falling out of my ass, so you may not want to buy them. But like, I'm not gonna like cheat on him like with like his girlfriend shouldn't worry. Have you guys ever seen The Nightmare Before Christmas? I love it. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, I have paint on my hands and in my lungs. But like, I'm an open book. I'm sorry. What did you just say? What did you just say? That was brutal. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, you don't have to be here if you think that was brutal, Amanda John. Like, you're bullying me. And with them, I'm afraid of monkeys, and you use this emoji, and that's like, wow. You guys, like, not all of you, like, I love saying, let's see if I know how to turn this off. No, I'm not done yet. Okay. So I'm like afraid of monkeys, and you like put that on, like, some of you like won't let me like get over it. Like, you guys are, I think you're like obsessed because I'm like international now. I'm on like a international national television show. And I think some of you, like, I wanted to do my confessional like this, but they were like, no, you can't. All the other girls want you to have makeup on. I was like, I don't even own makeup. But, and I was like, hi, I just like doing that because I'm like so random. But I think because I was dumped on international national waters, like I was dumped in an area where like technically it could have been Russia or it could have been Alaska, and Sarah Palin could see it from her house. And so I'm doing this blitz. I mean, I'm doing this. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's stretching so much. You guys are so crazy. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sloppy. But like, I think that you guys are like totally into 40. That's how old I am. Oh my God. 40K. That's so. Do you guys ever like lick rock? Sometimes I just have to like, I pick up a rock and I lick it. Me and Schwartz, we used to go out and rock hunt, and we would look for rocks, and we would go, and then we would lick them. And if they tasted good, we'd throw them back. But if they tasted like gross, like a dog peed on them, then we would like, I forgot. Sometimes I eat Kleenexes. So random. But like, really, you're bullying me. You're like bullying me. You're like, anybody, you're bullying me. Okay. Care Bear, you hope Lala calls me? Well, that's bullying. Because I love Lala. Let's do a clap for Lala. She's like, you guys, I'm going to educate everyone about ADHD. And like, okay, so I just want to like sit like this. So like, I'm just, you guys should buy my sweatshirts. You should not bully, and you should like buy my, but I don't, okay. So like, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I like, don't. Do you guys sniff lamp? I do too sometimes. Like, I like when there's batteries. I like sniffing batteries. They're like, people don't understand. Like, I wish people would just let me be me. And like, that's what I want to do. I do videos about like sniffing batteries and just like Tom Schwartz should talk to me. And like, I've forgiven everybody. What was I saying again? I've forgiven her. Except for, you know who, Katie. Like, but I survived. I'm like oh my God. I just touched my own boobs. I'm like a survivor, you know, because I got called every name in the book. I got called Kaylee. I get called Joe. I get called Kaylee Joe. It was horrible, okay? And then I was dumped on international national television. I had to call my dad. It was like, so I didn't even want to be there. They like made me film. I did not want to be on the show. And then the Valley was like, do you want to be on the show? And I was like, no, I do not. Stop bothering me. But yeah, so I was like dumped, and now I've like been through everything, you know? Woo! I've just like been through it, you know? And I just want to say, fuck you. To all you guys who don't understand what I've been through, like, fuck you. Fuck you. I love old VHSs. I collect them because I'm so random. Oh my God, a headband. We're now selling headbands on shop.joleenreacts.com. And you can wear them up front or back a little bit. Like, Katie would be like, why is your headband back so far? I was like, stop bullying me, you know? But you can wear them like this. This is like my preferred way. People always talk about preferred pronouns, but I talk about preferred ways to wear my headband. And I like this because I don't care. I'm not like regular girls. Like, they were like, do you have makeup? I was like, no. What do you think? I work in the beauty industry? So you could also, like, people don't know this because they're too afraid to do it, but I'm not, because I'm not like a regular girl. You can wear your hair like this. Yeah. So Fuck you guys. You don't understand me. You're being stop. Why would you ask me that? It's not like I asked money for my dog. You're just so crazy. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get off this. I only went live like every day of my life for a while, but I think if I just cover up the camera, I don't think they can hear me anymore. Oh my God, you guys are still watching me. Stop it. But that was I hadn't watched a Joe thing in a while, but this one was something because she was claiming to be asked on the Valley, and we were all like, I want to hear from Alex Baskin-Robbins on that one. All right, you guys, we are well over 2 hours. I hope you had fun. Shout out to all of my super chatters today. Evelyn, thank you for gifting memberships. Pamela, thank you so much. Bubco, thank you for becoming a member. Mark, thank you so much. Muffy Styler, thank you so much. You guys, don't forget to hit that like. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes so we can get me a YouTube Emmy. Okay? Joseph's rants. Oh my God, the Grammy and the Tony. Let's just get it all. The trifecta with me and Hector. It's a trifecta. The Oscar. Yes. And they all have extensions, but like I have different kind of extensions. So there you go. Thank you guys for sounding off in the chat. Please comment after the video post because I don't get to all of your comments, but I definitely want to. I'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 Pacific for another No Offense, All Offense with Nana. And then we'll be doing a members only Patreon and members only, I should say, tomorrow as well. So enjoy the rest of your Monday. And always remember to enjoy yourself no matter what day it is because it's later than you think. Bye.